Hello, how
Hi.
you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great. So what's your name?
Heather.
Okay, nice to meet you, Heather.
Nice to meet you.
And where you from?
I'm from Atlantic City.
Okay. How old are you, young lady?
36.
Okay. Now, you say you're from Atlantic City, right?
Yes.
How is it out here? What's life like?
It's horrible.
Horrible.
Yeah, I don't really care for it. I mean, I don't know. I've been out here struggling. It's not easy. It's not really, there's not much to offer people. It's hard to get ID, any kind of assistance, any kind of help once you lose your ID. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So.
Any drug addiction?
Yeah, I'm a prostitute. I suck dick for money to buy drugs.
How much do you accumulate?
And it varies.
You said it varies?
Yeah, it varies.
So what's the most in a day?
It can go anywhere from, you know what I mean, 100 to 1,000 or more. Depends if I'm on the internet or if I'm walking down the street on Pacific, so.
And what was your life like before? What was your
Prior?
What was your childhood like?
I had a great childhood.
Great childhood?
Yes.
Okay. Would you say you grew up in an upper class, middle class, or lower class household?
Upper.
Upper class?
Yeah, I lost both my parents, and I'm the only child, so I kind of had a rough life. After I lost my parents, you know, things were a little difficult, especially when everything catered and was like revolved around me. So when you don't have support or foundation, and you lose, you know, the two most important people in your life, it's kind of hard to, what do you do? Where do you go?
Right. And I know you was used to having your parents in your life,
Yeah.
and they took good care of you.
Yes.
If you don't mind me asking, what age did you lose them?
I lost my father when I was 7 and my mom when I was 23.
Sorry to hear that. You have any siblings?
No, only child.
You was the only child?
Yeah.
Okay. So who do you rely on? Who do you talk to out here? Who's like close to you?
Nobody. I have a good friend that I met out here. Other than that, nobody. I just do what I gotta do to survive.
Right. And what was life like before prostitution? Like, where you started?
I mean, it was innocent. I was working at a dealership, and you know what I mean? I was like 18. I was, you know, being, I guess, pursued by one of the employees, and kind of went from there.
Okay. What, he offered you money?
Somewhat in that aspect, yeah. And then, yeah, I got in a DUI, and I was looking in the newspaper for a job, and having no idea, it was like massages, looking for a young woman to do massages or for time or something like that, and I ended up being pimped out by a woman at like 22. I had no idea. She literally would pick me up every single morning and drive me out to the hotel, and would post me, not knowing, on Craigslist, and would come pick me up at like 5 at night and drop me back off at home every day.
And you didn't even understand what you were...
I understood. No, I did. But I could have did all that on my own. You understand what I mean?
Right.
Like, at the end of the day, you know, I was just young, and I was looking at the paper, got a DUI. I'm like, shit, how am I going to work? You know?
How long did she pimp you for?
It's like almost pimping. I mean, she would call me and like just do clearance, but she didn't know the people that were calling. You know what I mean? She was like, oh, I know this guy. He's coming to see you right now. Make sure you're ready in 10 minutes. And she's saying she knows the guy, and she don't have no idea who the person is.
And she would get paid all the money?
I would pay her. I would collect the money, but I would pay her, you know, a certain amount.
And you were honest with your payments?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Do you enjoy?
No, not at all. I mean, I enjoy some of the guys that I do meet are good guys. I mean, not everyone's, you know, messed up, but I don't want to be out here and doing this. No, I lost everything, so it's not easy.
You have any kids?
Oh, I do. I have one son, and I don't really have, you know what I mean?
How old is he?
He's 12.
When's the last time you seen him?
Ooh, it's been a little while. It's been a couple years. Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
And the thing is, I was clean almost 5 years. I worked at resorts. I don't have a record. Like, I never been to jail. And I was paying child support, doing everything I was supposed to, and I was trying to be reintegrated with my son.
Right.
And my son's father's sister has my son, and she honestly just doesn't want to even have anything to do with me. I was just trying to say thank you. I appreciate you taking care of my son. I'm paying her child support. I'm going to court trying to get custody or reintegrated, at least so I could see him. And it just wasn't going to happen.
Not trying to let you see him at all.
No.
So is the father in his life at all?
He actually is in another state, but he talks to him. He has a closer relationship than I do, which sucks because it's his sister. And I don't know how that works with child support. Like, who you get to choose, I don't know. Because why do I have to pay child support and he doesn't? He doesn't have custody and neither do I. But I'm the one that has to pay. I guess because I worked on the books my entire life and he never did, maybe? I don't know.
Right. So, yeah. Right. But, you know, the child support system is all
it's fucked
hectic.
Up. Yeah. It's not right, but yeah.
You said you relapsed?
Yeah, I was clean for almost 5 years. I was working, like, in resorts, actually. I was doing housekeeping, so yeah.
And you wasn't prostituting at the time? You was clean from that, too?
Yeah, I was doing everything I was supposed to try to get my son, and I relapsed after the 3rd psych visit because the state fucks with you, man. They really do. They go out of their way to really...
How did your psych visit go?
Not good, obviously, because they just want to know from, like, every 5-year intervals of what was going on in your life from, like, age 1 to 5. What was going on in your life, who was in your life, why, whatever. Then 5 to 10, 10 to 15. And they would literally, like, cry, and all of that's irrelevant. I feel as if you're clean, doing the right thing, and you have a job, and you know what I mean, you're mentally stable. Why as if do I always talk about the past? Right.
You were honest and truthful to the state.
Exactly.
And they took advantage of your honesty.
Exactly.
And used it against you.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, I always say the system's crooked also.
Yeah.
But I hope you get the chance to be in your son's life again. You know, you just gotta kick it again. You gotta be
definitely.
Clean.
I'm trying to do the best I can. So.
Right. Now, what's a day like out here for you?
I usually don't come out till nighttime, but yeah, you come out and you just do what you gotta do.
Right.
Talk to people, you know what I mean? Wave at cars, whatever you gotta do. Walk around the casino.
How much money do you spend on your drug addiction?
Oh, it can vary. A lot.
It varies?
Yeah. I was just, if I just spend 100 a day, which I can spend up to like 500 on some days. And that's sick. That's sick. It's like not even right.
Now, what's your drug of choice?
Fentanyl, heroin. I smoke crack too. Xanax.
Do you see yourself getting clean?
Honestly, not right now, no.
Not right now?
Nah, it's hard. It's difficult. It's not something easy. You have to put 100% in it. So I'm not gonna just go into a rehab if I'm not gonna put 100% into it. So.
Do you always have somewhere to sleep out here, or?
I have a place right now, yeah.
Have a place? Okay. Okay. Is it hard keeping up with your house?
It's hard. It's a struggle every day. I mean, I wake up, you know, having to take care of my first, you know, priority, which is not being sick, getting my dope, fentanyl, whatever. So if I don't go to sleep with it, I'm waking up sick, so it sucks. And you can't function, you know.
How about how about getting into the clinic or some
I was on methadone. It's such a pain in the ass. They fuck with you intentionally, I think, to make you want to not do the right thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's insane. I was on the John Brooks while I was clean, and then I relapsed. And as soon as I relapsed, they cut me off my psych meds. They sat there, and I made him my primary physician. The guy that was in charge, he's a director of John Brooks in, I guess, well, he was in Atlantic City, but they're in Pleasantville now. And he's my primary physician as well. So as soon as I relapsed, they cut me off my psych meds. How are you, like, legally allowed to do that? I don't know.
Right.
But, like, I was on, like, Adderall, certain medications that you kind of need. You know what I mean? When you cut someone off, they're going to fucking lose it. So that's what also caused me to relapse, you know, like, 100%. You know, like, I was just dabbling once in a blue, or, you know what I mean? And then I just lost it after they took me off my psych meds, so.
What's the craziest thing you've seen out here?
Oh, murder. A lot of people being killed. A lot of girls right now are being hurt. A lot of prostitutes and stuff like that. So it's not really good.
How do you stay safe out here?
You gotta carry something. You gotta have a phone and shit like that, and make sure you're on point. You have to be a good judge of character also.
Do you have anybody out here you run with at all?
I have a good friend, but now I'm by myself.
How do the drug dealers treat you?
Good.
They treat you good out here?
Yeah.
Do they hand out samples at all or no?
No, not like Philly. Not like, I go to Somerset. That's where I used to go all the time. I used to stay at the Neshaminy. And get on the bus, go get on the L, get off at Somerset. I would go down to Ella. So yeah, they don't do samples. They should.
Now, where do you see yourself in 6 months?
Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. Don't know.
Not at all?
Nope.
Have you ever OD'd?
A couple times. Yeah.
Why not just kick it?
It's too hard, baby. It's too hard.
You did it before.
I didn't kick it though.
5 years.
Listen, I was on methadone though. I wasn't a full clean. I've been on opiates since I was 16. I was in a car accident. My lawyer sent me to pain management. It's been a wrap since then. So.
But how did you feel during those 5 years?
On methadone? I mean, I was functioning, but I was on methadone. You know what I mean? So. It's what it is.
Right. Do you feel like you're functioning now?
I'm functioning. Not where I need to be or what I want to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I showed you a picture of what I look like and what, you know what I mean? Like, it's just insane what the drug addiction does to people. It's insane.
It's aged.
A lot of things. You know what I mean? Your whole fucking everything in your, just everything. You're just not the same person either. So.
How do you intake your drugs?
I'm sorry?
How do you intake your drugs?
How do I take them?
Yeah.
I shoot up. I inject. And I smoke. So.
Were there any gateway drugs at all?
No.
No, just from what the doctor prescribed you.
Weed. My mom sold weed and I didn't like weed. So weed wasn't my thing. So, but yeah.
Right. You have a favorite color at all?
Blue.
Okay, that's my favorite color.
Word.
What would you tell a young person out here just now starting to prostitute and rip and run the streets?
Don't do
16,
it.
17, 18.
Don't do it. Just go to school. Just try to stay busy, do healthy, you know, don't be on the street. There's nothing out here for no one at a young age. There's not. There's nothing to offer somebody.
Have you ever seen a prostitute get gripped up by their pimp or anything like that?
There's not too many pimps out here like that. There is, but I'm sure not like on the strip anymore. Like 10 years ago when I first, like, you know what I mean? There was pimps. Like literally if you would look at them, there's certain things, you know what I'm saying, you're out of pocket.
Right. So at night, does it get hectic at all out here?
Yeah, it gets crazy. Especially in the summer, on the weekends.
And what's the scariest thing you've seen out here?
Like I said, you see people get fucked up, killed, OD, die. People will run your pockets and leave you. If you OD, you know what I'm saying? That's somebody that's like your best friend and they'll still do it to you. It's insane.
Do you panhandle at all?
No, I don't. I hate panhandling. I would never ever panhandle. I feel I'd rather do something for something. I'm not gonna sit there and beg, or I just can't. I don't believe in it and I hate it. And that's what really gets me is when you have a grown man ask you for $1 and like you got someone panhandling asking a fucking prostitute. I'm like, I'm sucking dick for money. Be here. Hold on, wait right here. How much do you need? And I literally say that to them and they look at me like I'm fucking insane. But they're older men and they're asking me for money. Like, come on. I'm out here doing the same thing you're doing, but not panhandling. But I'm struggling, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't believe in it. Panhandling, I just can't.
You ever boost?
No, I don't steal, no. I'd rather, like I said, I'm going to do something for my money. At the end of the day, I don't care if I got to do what I got to do. I'm not going to steal and I don't panhandle.
That's good.
It's good, but it's not, right?
What's your highest level of education?
I have a cosmetology license. I graduated vocational the same year as high school. So I have, you know.
Okay, girl, you gotta get back into doing hair and put that, that license into use.
I know.
I know you might not got an ID, but you can do somebody hair out here.
Yeah, no, I know.
Right. Do you miss your old life?
Yeah, of course. I miss just waking up, not feeling ill, feeling sick, having to need something to function, definitely. Miss just, yeah.
Have you ever seen anybody recover and get off the drugs?
Of course, yeah.
Does that not motivate you?
No.
It doesn't?
It does, but it doesn't. Because you have to have a solid foundation, a healthy support system, and it's just, if you don't have anybody, family, it's so hard. It really is.
You know, all-time media, we got a lot of viewers and commenters that they like to tell their story too, and they express how they got clean.
Okay.
You know, they got off of drugs. I think you can do it too.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. You got this.
Yeah, thank you.
Go for you as well, yo.
Thanks.
Best wishes to you.
I appreciate it. It was nice meeting you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
It's been a wonderful interview.
Bye-bye.
All Time Media be praying for you.
Thanks.